Hey guys, ETN Sunday here from Sunbros, and it's time for another hero quick look video. And today we're going to be talking about Diochan. Diochan's class is Mage and her role is Control. As you guys can see, her Constitution and attack damage are pretty low to the bottom, but her ability damage and difficulty are almost at the top, or at the top in the case of ability damage. She's a maxed all the way out. Her passive, Ice Queen, causes frozen enemies to take extra magic damage. Diochan's first ability, Chilling Frost, Diochan attacks with Frost, dealing damage in an area and slowing movement speed by all enemies hit. Also, she places a mark on targets, and if they get hit again with Chilling Frost, they get rooted for 1 second. Her second ability, Diamond Dust, after a short delay, Diochan freezes the target area and all enemies in it are frozen. Frozen enemies take additional damage. Diochan's ultimate, Blizzard, Diochan summons a blizzard, dealing a bunch of damage to enemies within a target area, and also slowing their movement speed. She gains 600 armor, but this ability must be channeled. Alright guys, and next we're going to be talking about Diochan's pros and cons. We're going to start with her pros, which is her strengths that you're going to want to maximize while you're playing as her, and the things that you're going to want to avoid when you're playing against Diochan. First pro is that she has great crowd control. Whether we're talking about the slow from her first ability, Chilling Frost, at 50% for 2 seconds, or her ability to stun somebody if they get hit by it a second time, or her second ability, Diamond Dust, which freezes, effectively stunning enemies for a good amount of time, or her ultimate, which has a 30% slow when you're taking mass damage. Her crowd control is really, really good and off the charts, one of the best in the game. Pro number 2 is Diochan's amazing damage. I would put her among the upper echelon of mages as far as damage goes, and the best part about it is that all her abilities are AoE or area of effect damage, which means that she can hit multiple targets with the same abilities. Her ultimate is vicious and arguably one of the highest AoE damage abilities in the game. If dealing huge heaping servings of AoE damage by the truckload is your thing, then Diochan just might be the gal for you. And pro number 3 is Diochan's great team fight synergy, and what I mean by this is that she's boss in a team fight. Between all her AoE damage, all her slows and stuns that can happen to multiple targets, Diochan's a nice mage to have in a team fight, and she's useful in pretty much every scenario, as long as she's careful about her positioning. Alright, next we're going to be moving on to her cons. Their weaknesses, things you're going to want to avoid when you're playing as her, and things you're going to want to exploit when you're playing against her. Con number 1, Diochan has absolutely terrible mobility. She's a mage, so she's going to be really squishy, but she has no mobility. Nothing that really helps her movement speed. She's really slow, and if you're out of position, unless you get off a really sick play, you're pretty much dead to rights. Con number 2, she has no escape. Even mages, some of them have dashes or something to help them get out of dodge. Diochan has none of that. Again, positioning is super important as Diochan because that's kind of what you trade. When you ask for, high potency AoE damage, you generally have to give something up, and her mobility and escape is hers. So positioning is vitally important. So if you're playing as her, really be aware of where you're standing and what's going on around you. And if you're playing against her, if you catch a Diochan out of position, you might want to take advantage before she melts your face. And her last con is all movement ends her ultimate. And what I mean by this is if Diochan moves, because it is a channeled ultimate, her ult stops. If somebody pushes her, stuns her, knocks her up, or moves her in any way, or stuns her or in any way, her ult is done. So you have to be in a safe location when you're casting that ult, but you also got to be close enough to do mass amounts of damage. So she's a very difficult, that's why her difficulty is almost maxed out, is because mastering how to output all this insane damage while also not dying is not an easy task at all. But I think the risk is definitely worth the reward. If you guys learn to be good with Diochan, you guys will be big time game changers. So guys, this is it for our Diochan Hero Quick Look video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other Hero Quick Look videos to get a little bit of a basic look at what each hero is about. But thanks for watching, guys, and as always, until next time.